Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm here to talk to you about online learning. This summer, I had the opportunity to take an online learning class, and boy did I learn a lot. The first week, we learned about all the different types of technologies and ways that teachers could use these technologies in their classes. We learned about wiki's and online encyclopedias and videos and more. There are so many ways to engage students in the online class. After that, we began our study into how to keep students engaged in the online class. I, personally, decided to test this problem out by often forgetting that I was in an online class and requiring frequent reminders from my instructor and my peers to keep me engaged. It was a good thing that I worked with other people in the class, or I may have forgotten it altogether. Luckily, the instructor kept me engaged by using email reminders, project updates, and regular feedback. And speaking of feedback, in an online class, it is more important than ever that an instructor provide clear expectations and prompt and regular feedback, because in an online environment the student is relying on the instructor's online communication for guidance. Now, as the head teacher of the Alliance School, the first school in the nation started to address bullying, I have to talk a little bit about making the online environment safe. It's very important that teachers of online classes provide students with behavior expectations in the classroom and then work to create a safe online environment at all times. The students need to know, from the beginning, what will and will not be expected, and it's the teacher's responsibility to monitor the online community. MPS students should also be aware of the MPS acceptable use policy before starting any online class. Okay, now come a little closer. Let's talk about supporting students with disabilities. At times, a student may struggle in your online class because of a disability that makes it difficult to learn without some assistance. There are things you can do. There are many adaptive technologies that can do things such as read the text aloud to your students. You can help your students by creating guided notes for the assignments. You can shorten or adapt assignments based on their learning needs, and you can provide one-on-one support sessions to help students where they may be struggling. When assessing students, a teacher can use pre-assessments to gauge student needs. The teacher must also encourage self-direction and collaboration by offering rubrics for assessment and providing opportunities for peer evaluation. A student should be able to see his or her progress through ongoing and regular feedback, and a teacher can check understanding by using open-ended questions and formative assessments. And finally, a student should be able to demonstrate understanding of the content and skills. So, what might an online learning module look like? Let me give you an example. If I was teaching a unit on a chapter in The Handmaid's Tale, I might have a lecture about Margaret Atwood that the students could watch online, some readings about what was going on at the time of her writing the novel, some vocabulary exercises, some questions requiring higher-level thinking about the text, and a final assessment of the students' learning of the chapter. I would engage all of the students in an online discussion about some aspect of the chapter and would encourage them to respond to each other's input, as well. By engaging students in lessons like this, a small school like Alliance could offer many more selections in upper-level courses, so that students who are high-achieving could keep pushing themselves beyond the basic graduation requirements. This would increase our graduation rates and our attendance rates, because these are the students who most often quit school early. Well, that was a lot of information for one sitting, but I think I covered it all. There are so many things to consider when preparing to teach an online course, but if you are as thoughtful in the online classroom as you are in the regular classroom, then I know you won't have a problem. You're wonderful teachers. I wish you well, online and everywhere.